Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Today on The Young and the Restless, Claire tries to change Summer's mind, Devon asks Victor for his blessing, and Tracy tells Alan she's leaving. Credit: CBS screenshot. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, Soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. Devon knocks and walks into Victor's office and wants to discuss something with him. Victor assumes it's about Chancellor Winter's splitting and asks how he feels about it. Devon's happy he doesn't have to work with Billy Abbott anymore. Victor grunts that Billy Boy is a sinking ship. Devon's glad his business is no longer wrapped up in whatever damage that guy will do, and that he no longer has to get approval to make decisions. Victor advises Devon not to let anyone tell him how to control his business. Devon appreciates the advice, but explains he came to talk about Abby. I kinda got a little ahead of myself yesterday and I asked her to marry me. She said yes, but I realized I obviously did that without speaking to you first, and I wanted to just come here and make sure you were all right with it. Victor grins. Well, I'll be damned. Devon can't imagine why Victor wouldn't approve. Victor muses about this being Abby's fourth engagement. Devon vows it will be the last. Victor chuckles that Devon would have heard from him before now if he didn't approve. He's impressed that he came to him personally. That proves what a man he's become. His father would be proud. Devon comes around and hugs Victor, who welcomes him to the family. Top turns to Abby telling Ashley the news. Victor thinks it's too bad she can't be here in person. Devon relays that her treatment is going well. They'll hold off on making wedding plans until she's released and back home. He admits he's trying to prepare for Ashley not bouncing back quickly. Abby will need a lot of support. Victor tells him Ashley's a very strong woman and is Abby's mother, so Abby is strong as well. Abby's also his daughter. He chuckles. Good luck to you. Devon nods. All right. At Society, Abby talks to Ashley on video call. She says she's getting a handle on her life. Abby is glad to hear that and marvels that her mom was someone else. She wants to come for another visit. Ashley misses her, but she's at a critical point on her treatment and needs to focus solely on that. Abby understands, but that means she has to tell her about her news over video chat. Devon proposed to me last night. Ashley couldn't be happier for her. You did say yes, right? Abby says she did, but now that the shock and excitement has worn off, she's starting to think she might be having second thoughts. More synonyms with the letters PQR. Ashley's puzzled at her daughter having second thoughts. The next logical step is marriage. Abby explains that their relationship is great. To be honest, she thinks this is more about her than Devon. She thought all her failed past relationships were meant to be as well. Ashley recalls she had some doubts about Chance. Abby had cold feet but didn't listen to the voice inside warning her. It turned out to be a colossal mistake for everyone involved. Ashley thinks Devon is different. Abby worries the voice is telling her that if she and Devon get married, it could ruin everything. That's the last thing she would want. Ashley thinks it's unrealistic to think she'll have no conflicts with her partner. It's how they handle them that matters. You have to trust your heart. What is your heart telling you? Abby says, that I love Devon. He makes her happier, stronger, and more grounded than she's ever been. They just fit. Ashley has never heard her describe love like that. That's your answer, honey. She's sorry she's not there during this important time in her life. Abby feels she finally has her mom back, and she gave her the exact advice she needed to hear. In Paris, Tracy meets Alan at their favorite bar, and they embrace. Tracy breaks the news that she's leaving. But it's exciting. A Hollywood producer has optioned one of her books. They're going to make a movie of it and want her to meet with them. Alan worries she'll fly off to Los Angeles and Paris. Will just be a fond memory. He supposes she's leaving right away. Tracy confirms she's flying out directly after leaving the bar. Alan is happy for her and disappointed for himself at the same time. He hopes he's not being too dramatic by asking what this means for them. Tracy assures him this time with him has been magical. Of course I'm coming back. He's at the top of her list right behind her sister. Alan asks if she has time for one last drink. Tracy wouldn't have it any other way. Tracy tells Alan that she's fallen in love with this place. This is where it all started falling into place with what happened with Ashley. He adds, and my brother. He credits her with helping him process his grief surrounding Martin and get closure. Tracy is glad if she helped, but he did that. They remember their first date, which was the beginning of many good times together. Alan asks how long she'll be in late. Tracy thinks about a week, and then she'll go home to see Jack, who is having problems in his family. She learns Alan had some speaking engagements lined up, but he canceled them to spend time with her. At the Abbott house, Kyle is happy Claire changed her mind about coming to Paris. She says she talked to her mom about it. Kyle supposes he and Harrison owe Victoria a debt of gratitude. He rants about all the things Claire and Harrison will be able to do there. He'll set up a tour guide while he's at work and assures her she'll have personal time to herself. Summer walks in as Claire thanks him for asking him to join him and wonders when they leave and how long they'll be there. Summer, holding an envelope, tells her the two of them will be able to stay in Paris as long as they like. Feel free to take all the time you need to do the whole American in Paris bit, but I'm afraid that Harrison won't be joining you. Kyle reminds Summer her petition to the judge failed. Summer says her lawyer petitioned another judge, and that one granted her request for temporary emergency custody. The judge agreed that he shouldn't be able to take their son out of the country when a custody hearing is pending. Kyle argues he just has a business trip. Kyle fumes that she and her lawyer are making it look like he's trying to steal his own son. Summer didn't have to make it look that way. There will be no travel for Harrison. Kyle throws the envelope she hands him on the sofa. He calls her vindictive and can't believe she doesn't trust him to take his son on a trip. You honestly think I wouldn't bring him back to keep you away from him? Kyle can't believe she'd deny Harrison this opportunity all because of her unrelenting mistrust of Audra and Claire. Claire hustles off upstairs and Summer suggests she put on music while she and Harrison draw. Kyle tends to yell when he gets upset. Once Claire's gone, Summer informs her ex-husband that she's done this for one reason only, to protect Harrison at all costs. He bellows, "From what?" "Me." He wonders if she's trying to make sure he doesn't have affection or make friends with any woman other than her. Are you really that insecure? Summer fumes that this has nothing to do with insecurity and everything to do with logic and good parenting. He only wants to take Harrison away to get to her. Kyle denies it. Summer scoffs. What's it about then? Is it about taking Claire to Paris? She asks if she's ever been out of the country, knows the city, or speaks the language. Kyle's expression tells her the answer is no. Yet he wants her to be responsible for their son, while he's out gallivanting with his business partner. Kyle counters, "What about what you're doing? You demanded full custody of a child that is not biologically yours. Then you're doing everything you can to ruin our trip." Summer asks how she's supposed to exercise her visitation rights while Harrison's in Paris. He could decide to stay there permanently. And don't even get me started on Audra Charles. Kyle exclaims, "What the hell does Audra have to do with Harrison?" Summer says all of his erratic behavior began when she came back into this life. Kyle asks, "What erratic behavior?" Summer points out he got fired from his own family business and is trying to uproot Harrison from the family home and the stability there. He's dragging him through all of this chaos. Kyle wonders if she bribed the judge. Summer didn't have to. She had the fact on her side. Kyle says he can fight dirty too and calls his lawyer to meet. He informs Summer she's not getting away with this and walks out. Claire comes down the stairs and asks Summer if she can talk to her for a minute. Summer tells her none of that was an attack on her. All of that was about her and Kyle working out what's best for Harrison on a long-term basis. Claire says, "You've done a great job already." She means by sharing custody. Harrison knows how loved he is by both of them. He hasn't figured out that there are problems yet, but he's starting to realize something's not right. Summer doesn't want parenting advice from her. Claire hands her a drawing Harrison just made. It says he wishes his mommy could come to Paris too. Claire says she just wanted her to know how disappointed that Summer can't join them on the trip. He's so excited about Paris and has been looking through the library to see what they can do there. Summer tells her to stop. She can see what she's trying to do and doesn't want her overstepping. "I didn't ask for your advice." Claire gets that, but she's never seen anyone so excited about a trip. In Victor's office, he and Devon shake hands. Victor asks where he's off to now. Devon's headed to Society to meet Abby. Victor decides to join him. At Society, Kyle steams in and orders a whiskey. Abby jumps up and squeals that she has the most amazing news. Devon and I are engaged. Kyle says, "Good for you. I'm here to meet my attorney about my custody battle. I'll introduce you." He rants that the attorney can start drawing up her divorce papers now. It will save her a lot of time and heartache. That's how most marriages end up anyway. Taken aback, Abby says she's sorry things aren't going well between him and Summer. Kyle knows she doesn't want to hear it, but one day her wedded bliss will crash down around her. Then she'll be in the battle of her life with Devon for custody of Dominic. Abby's been there, but she knows he and Summer will get through this. Kyle doesn't share her optimism. Abby asks her not to rain on her engagement or compare her future marriage to his. Please be happy for me. Kyle shrugs. When the time comes, don't say I didn't warn you. Victor and Devon walk in. Victor hugs Abby and tells her he's so happy about the news. Kyle says to Devon, "Congrats, man. I hope it's a match made in heaven." Kyle walks over to meet his lawyer when he walks in and assumes he's received a copy of Summer's latest backstabbing stunt. What can we do to fight it? In Paris, Tracy can't believe Alan canceled speaking engagements to spend more time with her. She feels terrible. Alan reassures her. There will be plenty more as he's rather sought after. Tracy knows that firsthand. Alan tells her how much he'll miss her. The past few weeks have been magnificent. Tracy asks if he would like to join her in Los Angeles. Ashley's doing very well and is committed to her recovery. She's more like herself. Alan thinks it's great. She feels comfortable leaving her. Tracy says Ashley told her it's time to stop hovering over her. So come with me. They'll stop in Genoa City, and he could tell Jack all about Ashley's treatment. Alan grins. How much time do I have to pack? Tracy beams. Oh good. They toast to a new chapter and to making new memories. Tracy can't wait to show him her favorite places in Los Angeles. Alan will love it if he has her as a tour guide. He takes her hand and tells her, "I'm so glad you came into my life." At Society, Abby updates Devon and Victor on her chat with Ashley. Victor's sure this news will speed her recovery and she'll be home soon. Abby doesn't want to put pressure on her. Devon says he's not going anywhere. Victor calls for a bottle of champagne and grins at Abby and Devon. Once it's poured, Victor toasts to the merging of two of the most prominent families in Genoa City. Neil Winters would love this. Oak, salute. At the Abbott house, Summer recaps to Claire why they've never gotten to know each other even though they're cousins. Claire hopes to put that behind them now. Summer says it's still messy. The only thing that's not is her relationship with Harrison. She loves him more than Claire could ever know. Claire says it's clear he loves her too. Summer says she'll go upstairs and thanks him for the picture. She'll leave it to Kyle to explain why he's not going to Paris. Claire's sorry that it has to be this way, but it's your decision to make. Summer says, "That's right. My son, my decision. I'm glad that you get it." Claire shakes her head as Summer heads up the stairs. At Society, the lawyer assures Kyle that this judge would never take a bribe. Fighting this could take weeks. Can you put off your trip? Kyle can't do that. He says Harrison will be crushed because Summer is being vindictive. Well, two can play at that game. Next on The Young and the Restless, Kyle puts Claire in a precarious position. Lely stands her ground with Billy, and Victoria second guesses returning to Newman.